Good morning and welcome to a day in the life of Caitlin and Tiptoe. I just got to my mom's house, so I'm going to do some good stuff for him. I think he's pooping, that's good. And say good morning to him, and then I'm gonna make him a recipe, clean up his enclosure, and then I got a ton of questions about Tiptoe in my little Q&A section, so I'm gonna answer some of those too, but until then, flower time. Welcome to the backyard. Tiptoe is gonna be very excited. We're cleaning out his pool this morning. Ooh. Hi, bud. Oh, a morning flower, you say? Oh. Yeah, we got some fun stuff planned today, huh? Oh, my friend. You can say hi. 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 On to the next. Okay. Okay. This is a spot on his shell where he loves to shake his rear. Good boy. My dog Grace gets so jealous. It's okay, Grace. And then here in the backyard, we're going to fill this up later, but right now we're just drying everything off. It's been getting like mossy and nasty so quickly because it's been so warm. So we're gonna deal with that today. It's getting a bit feisty. So we're gonna do his pool now. Today is one of the days that Tiptoe gets a fun meal, so I'm going to use some cucumber. I also got a red bell pepper and a yellow bell pepper. And I brought over my spiralizer, so I'm gonna try to make him something fun. We'll see, I'm gonna make a TikTok of it too, but we'll see if this like plays out into something that looks delicious or just looks like tortoise food. But also got a yellow squash, which will be good, and an apple. He hasn't eaten many apples before, but I feel like a little bit might be good. Add in some crunch. It's been so hot here recently, so I think that he's gonna be excited to just spend some time with mama outside in the pool. I can put the hose on him quite a few times when I'm out there. That way he stays nice and cool, because although he is an African sulcata, it is still very, very hot for him, and he is not used to this. It's been like high 80s, low 90s, and he's definitely more used to the 70s range. So we're working together, Tiptoe. I'm gonna give everything a nice wash. Make sure it's all good and clean for the big boy. As you can see, I use very makeshift things to hold the camera while I'm filming. So I'm gonna go with using this coffee cup today. I feel like that's perfect. Ooh. I'm now using a sponge holder as my little tripod for my phone, but I think that'll work. I think it'll work. Over the top. Ooh, beautiful. You can get it all right now. So this is what is on the menu for Tiptoe today. I feel like he's gonna be super excited, probably for the flower the most, and then he might be a little bit intrigued by the other things, but I think that it's the goods. He'll love it, we'll see.
Do some good stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna lay out a little towel and we are going to answer some questions about Tiptoe. As you can see, he is absolutely chowing on his morning lettuce. Oh yeah. So does Tiptoe go to his vet annually for a wellness checkup? No. Tiptoe has actually only had to go to the vet twice. Once when he was a little tiny baby and he had eaten too many blueberries. They were coming out of his nose and whatnot, so we took him to the vet then. And then last year he got an upper respiratory infection where he wasn't really eating. He had bubbles coming out of his nose. He was very lethargic, so we had to take him to the vet ER. Got brought in on a gurney, the whole nine. It was not a fun experience, but we ended up just giving him, we ended up having to give him shots in his front arms for, I think it was about a month, every 3 days. And then that was that, but that was not a fun time. Has Tiptoe ever escaped his habitat? If so, how long was he on the lam? So that's actually kind of funny. Tiptoe broke out once. It was about, I don't know, 8 to 10 years ago. And we still don't know how he did it because all of the backyard gates were closed. But Tiptoe made his way all the way up the street, crossed the street by himself, and a lovely neighbor saw him just traipsing along and came down to the house and had asked us, oh, like, did Tiptoe get out? So we ran up there and he was a boy on the move. I don't know where he was going, but his tortoise senses were definitely tingling. Maybe to go meet a female tortoise? I don't know. What do you think? That may have been the case. Does he ever make any sounds? Yes. So Tiptoe will hiss if he gets frustrated. He will let out a hiss, especially if we like block him from going into some sort of area. He also burps, he farts, all the goods. Have you ever been bitten? Yes. So I have only been bitten when I get too adventurous when I'm going to hand feed him. If I'm getting like really, really close and I'm not paying attention enough, he will get the fingers. Does not feel good. Definitely feels like, I would say it's more shocking than it is like painful. But yeah, no, doesn't feel good. Not something that you want to redo. Will Tiptoe ever become a father? Ooh. I would love to say yes. I really would, because I think having baby Tiptoes would be such a dream. However, there are so many tortoises that are up for adoption, and I don't know, I would have to do some deep thinking to really think if that was like a good idea. It would be fun to have baby Tiptoes though, I will say that, and I'm sure that Tiptoe would love the process. How did I get him? I love this question. So I got Tiptoe when I was 7 years old. I had put him at the top of my Christmas list from Santa. Growing up, I had always been extremely interested in animals. There's a picture of me at a petting zoo with a tortoise when I was like 2. I'll insert it somewhere here. And I knew that I always just wanted an animal that was very unique. My brother grew up having like stick bugs and I think like a praying mantis or something. So I was in the mood to get something that would be just as cool. And tortoises are just the best, huh? Yeah. How do we do the pool? So, another very good question. We got the pool installed like a year and a half ago. Before that, we just used plastic like kid swimming pools, but Tiptoe needed something a little bit more permanent because he goes in it every day. So we we fill it up with water every day, and a couple hours later he will drag in so much dirt. So we empty it by using either a pool pump and then water the plants with it, or if we don't do that, then we do it manually and we use buckets. And to clean it, we use a power washer. It's honestly very, very fun to watch it go from yuck to good. Yeah? You're sitting on so much of your treats, my friend. You're sitting on a lot of them. What time does he wake up? So Tiptoe wakes up at about 7 o'clock during the summer. He wakes himself up, he busts his doors open, he does the whole 9, and then he puts himself to sleep at, like, depends on the season, but during the summer he usually puts himself to bed at like 7. But if he hears us outside like barbecuing or anything like that, he definitely will come out again. Hi, my friend. How do we transport Tiptoe? So we have an extra large dog crate that we transport him in. We have to lift him up and put him in it, and then we lift that and put it into the car. He's not the biggest fan of riding in the car, but he does like to look out the window. I always get nervous that he's going to get a little bit too adventurous and like catch a leg on something. So within the next few months, I definitely would like to find something that is a little bit better for us to be able to transport him. Uh-oh. I guess Tiptoe says that the Q&A is done for today. Oh, no. But we'll answer more questions soon. If you have any other good ones, let me know. And by the way, I will get better at making YouTube videos. This is like a trial and error process. Very new to editing and whatnot, so I'm gonna learn, and it's gonna be very fun. So peace and blessings. Thank you.